Finals, I think we've had at these World Championships, really difficult to call this. Men who've won in the past, but others who are improving all the time. Al Sali, one of those, the Asian champion this year, just 21 years of age. Borzakowski, the Olympic champion, but has not won the World Championship. Silver on the last two occasions. Malotzi from South Africa, Olympic silver medalist, former winner of the Commonwealth title, and a bronze in these Worlds in 2003. Wilfred Bungai of Kenya, world indoor champion in the past and has won a silver at the Worlds back in 2001. Amin Lalu, the Moroccan record holder, won 43.94, season's best. Gary Reid, the Canadian record holder, could well spring a surprise. Kiwa of Kenya, and then on the outside, Chepkewok of Uganda. Oh, Chepkewok, young 18-year-old, Kiwa, young 20-year-old, the new names coming through in the 800 metres. Michael Rimmer, of course, disappointingly not in this final. I think he could have made it, but anyone really has a chance of certainly winning medals and perhaps even winning the gold. The tactics, as usual in the 800, will determine who comes out on top. And this first 200, for the first time, we saw the rounds, they were all very quick, and now they decide in the final to just go a little bit slower. 25.6 isn't slow, but you can see Gary Reid maybe in a position he doesn't want to be in the lead.
Well, we've seen them racing in the first round and in the semi-final. We saw Michael Rimmer make a brave effort really to try and win his way through to the final. I think he's good enough to be here, but unfortunately he's not. Gary Reid there settling down on the inside. Borzakowski closing the gap. He's closer now than he usually is at this point. 55 for the first lap, so it's going to be a real burn up on this second lap, and this is a wide open race. You wouldn't like to pick a favourite in this race, you wouldn't like to have a bet on it, but these athletes are all very closely matched, and Borzakowski, second from the back there and the back straight, will be getting ready to make his move. I wonder if he's as good as he was in Athens.
Well, he just tried to go outside. He found that Lalu was there and he had to go back inside and wait and go back round, so that's taking up extra energy. And Chepkewok kicking from the front. Gary Reid changing pace. Borzakowski slow to respond at the moment. It's the young 18-year-old from Uganda. There goes Gary Reid of Canada. Borzakowski miles off this. Kiwa tries to move out. Malotzi moves out. Bungai moves out. Borzakowski still coming. But it's Gary Reid of Canada kicking away. Kiwa's there. Borzakowski's finishing quickly, but he won't get this one. Will it be Gary Reid or will it be Kiwa? It's close on the line. I think Kiwa might have just got that. He puts his hand up. I think he's right. It was very, very close indeed. The young 20-year-old. Well, he was in the right position. Gary Reid led it on the first lap and almost had it. He's delighted with the medal, and so he should be. But he had the gold until 1-2 strides from the line. And it was the young Kenyan Kiwa who stole in there. Not the quickest of races. It was a messy race, really, particularly for the likes of Borzakowski. But Canada taking a silver medal. And Kenya, what a championships they're having, Brent.
They're having a fantastic championship. Every race on the track, they're getting medals. Borzakowski, we asked the question, is he as good as he was? He's not. The 20-year-old Kenyan, Alfred Kiwa, Gary Reid from Canada in second place. What a race it was in the finishing straight. And the young man, when he came into the finishing straight, knew he needed a position on the outside. And also Bungai next to him. But the Kenyans are collecting the medals like they're going out of fashion. 1:47 wasn't a fantastic time, but they did run quickly in the heats and in the semi-finals. They had to earn their place in this final. And I hope young Michael Rimmer sitting in this stadium tonight, I hope he's watching this, and I hope he's learning from it, because I think we've got a young man who's good enough to get in Olympic finals in the future, and let's hope he can do that next year. This man's only 20 though. He's now the world champion, and he won't go unfigured in the Olympics next year. If he makes the Kenyan team, that's a tall order.
Alfred Diego Kiwa, and on the circuit you can see the name Diego there. He's very much known as Alfred Kiwa, because there's a few Diegos have been kicking around, and he's taken the name Kiwa when he races most of the time. Gary Reid taking the silver medal, and just coming up on the computer, Borzakowski indeed just pipping Chepkewok for the bronze medal. He left far too much to do, Borzakowski. He's done that in the past, hasn't he? Let's just have a look at where there he is. We can maybe have a look at how that happened. It was, to be honest, Brendan, it was before this. He should have really got out before this point. He had to go wide around the bend, and when they started to kick from the front, he wasn't close enough.
But look at Kiewa now. He's fifth on the inside with nowhere to go, and he's waiting. He's looking for his opportunity. He's waiting. Borzakovsky's coming, and then Kiewa suddenly sees the gap there in front of Melodzi. He doesn't have to push him. He was a little bit lucky there, and as he escaped in that gap, Gary Reid is kicking for home, and Kiewa is finishing like a steam engine, coming on the outside. It looks as though Gary Reid was going to steal it there. We're only in inches apart, 10 yards from the line. Gary Reid's gasping now, and Kiewa continues to hold his form and runs right through the line. Gary Reid's dip wasn't good enough, and Kiewa, the young Kenyan athlete who's looked impressive in both the first round and the second round, wins it by the narrowest of margins, and Borzakovsky, the former 400-meter runner, leans for the line there, ahead of Chikirwa and Bungai, and that was extremely close, as you can see from the times.
Gold medal yet again to Kenya, Alfred Kiewa Yego. Gary Reid of Canada in second place, and Borzakovsky taking the bronze.
I'm so happy. This is the greatest day of my life, man. I'm so happy.
I can tell you're ecstatic. Who you're celebrating with behind me there?
My coach, my massage therapist, and his friend. Oh, we worked so hard for this, man. Put so many hours in. It's awesome.
A true dream come true. And I spoke to you the other day. You were talking about people not looking at you in Canada as a medal, hoping you've come through with the goods.
Yeah. You know, I hope that opens their eyes for the Olympics, because I'll be there and I'll be ready.
Well done.
Thanks a lot.
Fantastic performance. Describe your emotions at winning gold.
I was expecting the race to be the toughest one. At first, when I was in warm-up, I was feeling like maybe I would not make it, but then I said I just go into field and see the first round. The first round when it was actually very slow for me, and when I was in 200 meters, I knew the race was to be mine, because I was not even, I was so relaxed when I was in 200 before to finish the race.
And it opened up for you. You were on the inside, gap opened up, and then you came charging past Gary Reid, 1/100th of a second in the end, the difference.
Yes, for sure. I was, since when I was in 200, I was like, no, I'm not going to make it again. And then I struggled to look for a space, and then I get outside that I was to make sure before the 100 meters to get a position so that I can kick the last 100 meters.
Congratulations on your goal. Go and celebrate.
Thank you very much for that.